Estevão Willian, the young Brazilian kid that has been making moves so far. I mean, look, Chelsea are linked to him, and they're calling this kid the next Neymar. And they're saying that Chelsea are getting ready to submit a bid of 65 million to sign him. That has to be a record for a 17-year-old. That would be an insane deal. And for a player that's really only made his first team debut a month ago, that's a lot of money. But that's just how it's going now in world football. Like, you have to overpay for these young, unproven players. And based off what I've seen from him, he looks like the next best thing. I'm not going to lie. And Chelsea, for them to spend this kind of money, I think is a bit weird, only because that 65 million could be used for them to sign a striker. They don't need to be signing a 17-year-old kid from Brazil that can't even join them for another season. They need players that can help right now. But their management and their owners, they're doing like a youth movement there, right? They've signed young players in their first team. They've already signed that young kid, Kendry Pies. I forget which country he's from, but he's from South America as well. And now they're getting ready to break the bank for Estevão Willian. And I think, even though this is a lot of money, you have to spend that. Because a lot of big elite clubs are tracking his progress. He's being linked to Arsenal, Man City, Bayern Munich, PSG, Real Madrid, Barcelona. And Chelsea don't want to risk missing out on him. And I don't blame them, because he looks tough. It looks like Brazil is just like a gold mine for young, promising players. I don't know what they're doing over there in that country, but it works, especially Palmeiras. They've already sold Endrick to Real Madrid. They're about to make a lot of money off Estevão Willian. And then they also got that other 18-year-old, Luis Gilmer, I think that's his name. What the hell is their academy doing? It's like a factory over there. They're cooking. And I would love him at Madrid. I would love it. I usually don't get hyped up about these young kids because people act like they've watched him play since he was in Palmeiras' youth academy. Bro, no, you didn't. You just heard about him a few weeks ago like we all did. Okay? Let's stop lying. But people try to make it seem like they've been scouting him since he was 2 years old. No, you weren't. I don't even think in America I can watch the Brazilian league. I have to find some dodgy website where if I hit the play button, I'm going to have to close 50 ads before I can watch the video. So he's definitely burst onto the scene. Fabrizio Romano was tweeting about him, and I follow him on IG. Look, I was so impressed by what I saw, I followed him on Instagram. I'm a fan, and I can't even tell you that much about him, except for he looks like a player that's very good on the ball, very technical, can slow down the game, has a lot of tricks to him. He looks very direct as well. And I think he's been playing well for Palmeiras from what I've seen and the stats, okay? I'm not watching them play. Let's just be honest. But I hope Endrick could get in his ear and say, yo, join me at Madrid. You know, we could cook. We cooked in the youth setup. We've cooked in Palmeiras' first team. Now let's cook for the biggest club in the world. And I think Chelsea are playing 3D chess here, right? Like, they're planning for the year 2025. They're not even worried about next season. But I just think it's a bit like this seems more of like a luxury signing that Chelsea don't have. You need a striker, bro, that can help you right now. That 65 million could pay for Ivan Toney. That's all I'm saying. But I see the vision, and I think it's going to be a good deal. I think he will be a good player. Now, usually Brazilians, they struggle in England, right? The weather is cold. The food sucks. Let's be honest. Why would he want to go there? If I'm him, I'm not thinking about joining Chelsea. I would just stay in Brazil, keep on developing, and then I'd see what teams are in for me in a year. Because if he keeps on growing into the player that everybody thinks he's going to be, they will still be here a year from now. Like, why would you sign for a team that you can't join for a year or two? It makes no sense. You don't even know what that team's going to be like by the time you get there. They might not even need you. The next manager might not even rate you. So, interesting to see. But yeah, Chelsea are leading the race for him. And look, shout out to them because this guy looks like the next Neymar. I will say it.